Hello everyone, FedEx Gaming here, and welcome back to another Redstone tutorial. In this video, I'll be showing you how to build a drop-down spiral staircase. So if I click this button right here, my staircase will drop from the ceiling, and then I can go up to the second floor of my house by going up my spiral staircase, up to the top floor, and then of course, I could do whatever I want up here. And out here, I just have a nice balcony that looks off into nowhere, and where I'm going to be building the tutorial. And if I want to, I could click the button up here and close up my spiral staircase from the bottom. So as you see down here, it is no longer extended. And then of course, if I click the button again, it will retract it back down or extend it back down, and I can go ahead and walk back down my spiral staircase, hit the button back down here, and it will go right back up into the ceiling. So let's go ahead and look at the redstone. Now, if you noticed, I did use one of my older triple piston extenders. Now, the reason why I like using this one is because the power source comes from the bottom of the triple piston extender, so I didn't have to bring up, redstone all the way to the top to activate this thing. It just simply goes straight to the bottom of it. So let me go ahead and just click the button so you can see everything in that extends out, and then when I click the button again, the triple piston extender will retract back in. And as you can see, I used a lot of furnaces for this thing. I used a lot of immovable objects. You don't have to use all the movable objects in here, but trust me, it will look a lot better if you do. So let's go ahead and start building this thing, guys. So since all the redstone is in the ceiling, you really don't need a spacing on the bottom. All you really need is a 2x2 spacing of immovable objects. I'm going to be using furnaces. You can use whatever immovable object that you like. You can use beacons, you can use obsidian, chests, ender tables, whatever you want to use, just use it. As long as it doesn't move, you're absolutely fine. Now, the resources you're going to need for this build are 4 sticky pistons, 2 normal pistons, 1 hopper, 1 dropper, 2 redstone comparators, 10 redstone repeaters, 20 redstone, 3 redstone torches, 2 buttons, 7 slime blocks, a handful of immovable objects. I'm going to be using furnaces, 1 sand block, 1 slab, and 1 block of redstone. Alright guys, so once you have gathered up all your resources, come to your 2x2 spacing of immovable objects. I'm going to start off by placing down 3 slime blocks along these ones. So 1, 2, 3. And then on this one right here, I want you to choose a block of choice. Any block will do. I'm going to be using quartz. And then we're going to come up another one right here with another quartz block. So we're going to go up, and then we're going to need another one right here. So before we do that, we have to come up 4 more slime blocks from this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should be all of your slime blocks. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then right over here we're going to place in another quartz block like that, and that should be our spiral staircase. So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll be up on our second floor. Next up, we're going to be placing down our 3 sticky pistons. So the best way to do this, or the way I like to do it the most, is come up 3 blocks from here. 1, 2, 3. Break these 2 blocks, and then place a sticky piston facing downwards. So as you can see, if I send power to it, it'll grab it and pick it up, and so on and so forth. So I'm just gonna go like that real quick to let it go, and we're gonna do that 2 more times. So we're gonna come up 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Break these 2. Place a sticky piston facing downwards, and now go ahead and do it one last time. So 1, 2. Break these 2 blocks. Place a sticky piston facing downwards, just like that. So now we can go ahead and pick up our staircase. So just place your redstone block, and then break it. Place your redstone block, pick that up, place your redstone block, pick it up, and just keep doing that until you have everything in order like that. So as you can see, that's what it looks like when it's in its up position, and there is our 3 sticky pistons. So now we're going to set up the triple piston extender. So to get started on our triple piston extender, we're going to come out 2 blocks from this bottom piston. So this should be the front of your staircase. We're going to come out 2 blocks this way. 1, 2, place a piece of redstone dust here with a repeater going into it on 4 ticks delay. Then behind this repeater, we're going to come out another block with another piece of redstone on top of that. Then right up here, we're going to come out 3 blocks from this one. So 1, 2, 3. Place 2 repeaters going this way. 1, 2. Set the first one to 4 ticks and the second one to 2 ticks. And then place a piece of redstone in front of it. Then on top of the piston, we're going to place down a block. Come out a block right here and place another repeater going into this block on 2 ticks delay. Next up, come up a block behind the repeater and then place a piece of redstone on top of that. And then we're going to place our 1 slab that we need upside down right here with another piece of redstone. And then come down a block right here with yet again another piece of redstone. Next up, swing to this backhand side over here and place a redstone torch right here underneath the slab. And then we're going to come right back down here, place another block like this with a redstone torch right here. It'll make a few things activate. Don't worry about that. That's absolutely fine. Next up, we're going to swing over here and come out a block from this redstone torch with a piece of redstone coming out of it. Then we're going to come down a block right here and then place a repeater coming out of that redstone going this way on 3 ticks delay. Next up, we're going to place up a piston right here with a sand block on top of it. Then we're going to come out a block going back towards our pistons right here with a repeater coming out of this piston on 1 tick delay. Next up from here, we're going to place a block in front of this repeater and then a block swinging inwards towards that redstone like this. Then we're going to place a repeater going into that redstone on 2 ticks delay. Place a block between both these repeaters, a block over with another repeater coming out of this block on 1 tick delay. and then place our immovable object. I'm going to be using furnaces right here. That's just so when the slime blocks come up, they don't attach to the block and break everything. So make sure you put an immovable object there. And then we're going to place a piece of redstone right here on top of that block. Next, we're going to come back over here to where our redstone torch is. That is off. And we're going to take out our hoppers and our droppers. And we're going to place a dropper right here. And then place a hopper going into that dropper like that. And then right inside of your dropper, we're going to go ahead and place in one item. So make sure your hopper is going inside the dropper. And then make sure you place in that one item. Then we're going to swing over here and place another block. Place a comparator coming out of our dropper. Place up a block in front of the comparator. Break this block right here and place a piece of redstone down here. And then we're going to place a block right above this one tick delay repeater. So go ahead and just put it right off the side of this redstone, just like that. And then we're going to place a repeater going this way on 3 ticks delay with a block in front of it and a piece of redstone in front of that 3 tick delay repeater. And that should be our entire triple piston extender. So if I come right over here and I take out a lever real quick, let me go ahead and just take out a lever just so we can test it out. Just place a lever off this block with the redstone torch like this, and it should go ahead and retract everything. So as you can see, it has fully retracted, but it should not fully extend yet. So when I switch the lever up, as you can see, it won't fully extend out, but it will fully retract every single time. So now we want to make it so it could fully extend downward. So we're going to come right down here where this lever is, and we're just going to come down another block underneath it. So come down 1, 2, and then off of this block, we're going to place another redstone torch. So go ahead and take out your redstone torches and place another one here. We can go ahead and get rid of that lever. It's no longer needed. Next up, we're going to come out from this block by 1. So come out 1 block. And then we're going to place an immovable object here. Make sure you use a furnace. Like I said, if you don't, then the slime blocks are going to attach to it. And then we're going to place another one right next to it. And we're going to place down 2 pieces of redstone off of both of these blocks. So now your triple piston extender should fully extend down. So go ahead and take out your lever again. Place it off this block this time. Flip it down. As you can see, it should fully extend down to the bottom. So I can go ahead and walk right up it just like that. And then if I flip it back up, it should go ahead and retract the entire thing. So now all we have to do is just clean it up and add our buttons, and we will be completely done. So to get things started off with cleaning it up and adding in the buttons, what I like to do is make sure it's in its retracted state. And we're going to go ahead and place furnaces around the entire thing. We don't have to be in sneak mode for that part, but you do have to go into sneak mode to place the furnaces off each other. So go ahead and go around the entire thing with your immovable objects. Like I said, I'm using furnaces. So when I flip this down, as you can see, it comes out of the ceiling. And then when I flip it up, it goes back up into the ceiling. Next up, go ahead and take out your ceiling blocks. I'm going to be using quartz for my ceiling. I'm going to go ahead and wrap another layer around our immovable objects one more time. So go around the entire thing with your ceiling block, just like that. Next up, take out your buttons, and then right here where this slime block is, I'm going to come out 1 block from the movable object and place my button right here. So as you see, the button is right next to the slime block. It is not next to our quartz block right here. So now it's time to make the input so we can actually activate this thing with the button. So we're going to come right up here and place 2 pieces of redstone going towards the left. Then come up a block with another piece of redstone. We don't want these 2 connecting, so place another block right here to disconnect those 2 pieces of redstone. Then we're going to place another normal piston facing upwards with a sand block in front of it. We don't need that lever anymore. You can go ahead and get rid of it. Then we're going to swing over to this side, come down a block right here, and then coming out of this sand block, we're going to place a repeater on 1 tick delay. Place a block in front of your repeater, a piece of redstone underneath that block. And then right next to this redstone, we're going to place in our last sticky piston. So take out your sticky pistons and place a sticky piston facing upwards with a block on top of it. Let me go and use a different color here. And then going into the block that has our redstone torch, we're going to place a comparator going right into it. Next up, we're actually going to need a chest for this part. I don't know if I told you guys to take out a chest. I probably didn't because I am dumb. We're going to need a chest for this part. And we're also going to need at least 2 shovels. So go ahead and take out 2 wooden shovels. So then we're going to come out 1 more block right here. Place in your chest, and then go ahead and go inside your chest and place in your 2 wooden shovels. Do not place any blocks above it. You can place a slab above it if you want, but not place a normal block above it, or else it will not be able to pick up its signal. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a slab right here just to make sure I don't accidentally put a block there. And that should be everything for the button. So if I click the button right here, boop, it should activate the entire staircase. So boom, there we go. We can go ahead and walk right up it onto the 2nd level. And then if I click the button again, it should go ahead and retract the bridge back up. So you are completely done. So now we need a button for the top part too. So I like to just place a block next to this redstone and then place a button off this block like this. And now we have a top area for this thing as well. So if I click the button, it goes down, click the button again, and it goes up. So now all that's left to do is clean up the entire thing. So what I like to do is put a border around it. So I'm actually going to open it up so we can go ahead and easily do this. So boop, let's open it up. And now you don't have to do the same thing I do, but I highly recommend just using movable objects around the entire thing. So I'm just going to go up like this, and I'm going to place another furnace right here. So that's going to be our entrance into this thing. And then what we're going to do is clean up this entire area on the inside. I'm going to just use immovable objects through the entire thing, just so it looks nice. I want to make sure everything looks nice when I'm completely done with this thing. So boom, and then we're going to come up another layer right here. We just want to make sure we can't see anything from the inside. So I'm going to go around this entire thing with furnaces. I'm going to go ahead and do it on this side as well. We're going to come right over here, place another furnace here. Just make sure you can't see inside of this thing. And we're going to place a few more furnaces around the ceiling. You know, I could do the ceiling part from the inside. So I'm going to swing over here, come to the inside, and then we could place a few more furnaces right down here. So I'm going to place a furnace here, place a furnace. I want to make sure I can't see the inside of the furnace too. I want to make sure I can only see the sides of it. So I'm going to place another furnace right, boop, there we go. So now it looks nice on the inside, so you can't see any of the redstone, and it all looks the same. Like I said, it does kind of look derpy with furnaces. You can use any immovable object that you want. You don't have to use all furnaces around the entire thing, but it just makes it look a lot better with furnaces around the entire thing. So now all we have to do is clean up this top part as well. So we're going to go ahead and just place in a few more quartz blocks like that. A few more quartz blocks on this. I'm going to bring it out one more just so it's completely even with that side. But guys, you are completely done. You have built the entire thing. So now if I go ahead and go like this, and then we can place our ceiling right here. And if you want to come up another block for your ceiling, you're going to have to put another immovable object right here, because the slime block will reach this block right here. Just giving you a heads up there. So when I click the button, boop, it should retract our staircase back up into the ceiling. And then when I click it again, it should open up, and we can go ahead and walk down to our first floor. And then the same goes for the bottom. Click it right here, and it will go up into the ceiling. Click it again, and it will extend back down, so we can go ahead and go up to the second floor. And there you guys have it. That is how you build a drop-down spiral staircase. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe. Stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys. Boop. Peace.